Hey there, everyone. So a lot of people have been asking me, Chance, why quail? Why do you want to raise quail? Now, I want to start this video out with saying I'm no expert. This is my first time ever raising quail. But I was doing research into quail when we started the idea of moving out here to a homestead setup. And I was like, one of the animals I want to get is quail. A couple of reasons. First reason is they grow extremely fast. Now, quail are smaller game birds that people have started to raise as domestic birds, but they grow so fast. Within 8 weeks, they can be laying eggs, and they lay eggs every day like a chicken. If you don't know, chickens take over 6 months to start laying eggs. These guys, in 2 months, they can start laying eggs. And then on top of that, you can have them as meat birds. And then also, we can start having our own by getting those eggs fertilized. We bought an incubator. We're going to hatch out our own eggs so that we can grow our own flock here and control our own genetics. Now, this cage right here, I'm not the best builder in the world. This was actually my first project, anything like this, but I found an amazing design online and it works super, super well. You can hold 21 quail per cage here. The cool part about quail is they love the tight family unit. They like about 3.5 quail for every square foot. So these are 6 square feet each one, so we can hold 21 per, which is awesome. But right now, I just got them separated. We had a few issues, a lot of learning curves along the way. I'll show you guys some videos as we went through this journey, but it's been fun so far. We got quite a few here left, and really, I got them separated now because we had some that were different ages. We didn't know this. We thought we bought all day-old chicks, but we ended up having some that were up to 2 weeks older than the other chicks, which was bad because then they can stomp on them and squish them and hurt them. So I ended up right now, instead of breaking them apart, I'm supposed to break them apart into genders, but more, I'm going to break them apart by size and gender. So there may be a few roosters in here. They might be younger roosters in with the hens, but this is all hens right here. We have all the roosters up top, and then I got 3 little guys down here that are just, they're just smaller. They might be runts, they might be younger, I'm not sure. But I put them on here in the bottom so that they don't get squished, so they don't get hurt by the bigger quail. So this is the setup we got. The goal is, again, to start growing our own flock. So we're gonna keep you guys here along for the ride again. So the difference between the roosters and the hens when it comes to quail is their chest. Notice how these are the roosters, and these are the biggest ones. So I kind of try to separate the biggest ones. But if you look at their chest, it's going to be pretty smooth. Let's see if I can get one to look at us here. No one wants to look at us. So let me grab, there you go. You see their chest? See how it's pretty tan, it's pretty smooth all the way through there. It's not speckled. So that's the roosters. Now again, this is my first time. I'm not gonna say I'm an expert at this, but if we look down here, this is where I'm putting the hens, and you can see on the hens, they're gonna be more speckled. So let me see this one right here, if it'll help. No. So you can see these guys now, they are littler, so there might be a little rooster in here, but you can see how her chest is more speckled. Now, I might be wrong with some of the gendering because it might be a little early. Again, mainly I wanted to separate these. You can see the speckles really good on her that just ran by. But I wanted to separate these by size because look at these guys. Look how big they are. I mean, these are even bigger here. But then down here, I got the small ones, and these are the little guys. So these are the ones that I don't know why they're so tiny, but they're definitely pretty tiny here. And you can see by how small they are, there's 3 of them in there. I don't want them anywhere near these big guys up top here. So that's just a quick breakdown of So the non-glamorous side about quail is, well, simply put, they poop a lot. So I have this tray under here that catches all their poop. We put it in this bucket and then we take it out to the compost. So you probably don't need to see in here because it's not a pretty sight, but this is our composter. What happens here is that's where we put all our stuff to decompose so that we can use it as fertilizer for our garden. It's one of the greatest things about this whole homesteading process and having livestock and raising vegetables is that when you have livestock, you can use that manure to fertilize for your vegetables next year. So we got our garden in already. It's just right here. This is one of the gardens. It's growing very, very well, but next year we'll be able to put in this fertilizer and it should help it even grow better. So that's what we're doing out here. And that's how we're putting every single part of this quail operation to good work so that we can build up our land, upgrade our soil, and then grow better food. That's what it's all about here. That's our goal.